Hello players, this is Ray, back for some Spirit Island. Really loving this game, it's pretty good. So I've been playing some of it in my off time, trying to get better. I've only played it about a dozen times, so I've got a long way to go if I want to catch up to how many Marvel Champions games I've played. But anyway, I have played the 4 low complexity spirits. I'm going to go back to them as well. They're pretty cool. I haven't mastered them by any means, but I'm going to go and try a moderate one. This one is Thunderspeaker. So again, look, I'm pretty new to this. There's a fantastic Discord server with many amazing Spirit Island players. They take it up to, level 10 and above difficulty. So I am far from that. So I'm gonna start where I need to start, and hopefully I keep on making videos and get better as I go. And hopefully too, for any new Spirit Island players, hopefully these videos will kind of appeal to you more. Not to say that the others aren't good or they wouldn't appeal to you, but for me personally, having a look at some of them where they go into level 6 difficulty adversaries and scenarios, there's a lot there, and I've only got the core set, so I'll get there, but I need to rack up the runs, so to speak. So happy to do that, and hope others will join my journey. Anyway, let's have a look what we have. As I said, I've got a Thunderspeaker here, and I shall read it as follows. A child of the lightning, once known as Bright Thunder Roars, in the days when it tore across the land as an avalanche of sound and chaos. It lost that form when the stalker of hidden secrets imprisoned it in a canyon, binding it to echo perpetually back and forth until its thunder died out or the stones of the island wore away. The Dahan freed it from that imprisonment. Weakened but grateful, Bright Thunder Roars bound itself to aid the Dahan until a generation had passed for every year of its imprisonment, and in so binding changed its nature, becoming both less and more than it had been. It often takes human form now, and with centuries' practice wears it with ease. Chiefs call it the Thunderspeaker only in times of great need. It has not been much seen since the destruction of the servant cults. So yeah, the Thunderspeaker, pretty cool. Sounds pretty cool. The setup is to put 2 of your presents on your starting board, 1 each of the lands with most Dahan. So I'll just do that now. So that would be here. Let me just... I'm using the yellow. Hopefully you can see that there. Okay. The yellow ones don't really come out well with the light. Anyway, they are there. Maybe I'll actually... Let me see if I can use something else. Why don't I go red? Let's go red. Does that come out? Yeah, that comes out. That's a lot better. Let's go the red. Okay, so the playstyle has a keen interest in where the Dahan are, partly because so many of its starting powers work through them, partly because its presence can move along with them. When picking new power cards, it will often want to take good Dahan-centric powers, but it can also branch out into other areas. Okay, like I said, it's got moderate complexity. It's got pretty decent offense, great control, a little bit of fear, a little bit of defense, and utility, not much. Anyway, let's flip it over. And let me just set up. I've got the fear cards there, got the 4 fear tokens, got the healthy island here. Now it says 2 blight per player. I know it's been errated, so you have to add 1 extra to that, so I've got 3 blight there. I've got my invader cards here. Everything's set up, as you can see. In the island there, so I'm using island B. Got my Dahan there, got my presence started, got 1 blight already, got a city here and a town there, and that's about it. So alright, I'm going to set up the rest of the things just on the presence track, and I'll be right back. Catch you soon. Okay, I'm back. I have my presence track all sorted. I am ready to go. Alright, now the setup. First thing we have to do is do the invader card. So we do want to explore first. Let's see what happens. The jungle. So they are exploring in the jungle. 1 there. And 1 there. Okay, then we move that across, advance the cards, and I think we're ready to go. Okay, so I hope I've remembered everything. Just move things aside so I can get comfy. Okay, so I've got the 4 cards here: Voice of Thunder, Words of Warning, Sudden Ambush, Manifestation of Power and Glory. I don't think I can get that, so what I want to do is the jungle, they're going to build next, so I want to prevent that. No one's going to ravage, so I just really want to prevent any building. So I want to get rid of the explorers there and there. Let's see what I can do. Just got a little tracker myself. Let me just put this over here. That helps me track stuff. It's called Spirit Guide. Shout out to Grizzle12 for that. Thank you for putting me onto it. Okay, let's got the tracker. So, alright. So I want to get rid of those 2 explorers. So I've only got 1 card, but what I want to do, I've got to pick a growth. And I could go for the one at the bottom. To number of in the target land. I kind of want to get rid of them quickly. So I might... let's see. How do I get rid of them? A sudden ambush will allow me to get rid of at least that one there. Maybe I can push... Oh, I know. I would be able to push someone away if I have a... What is it? Is it an animal? What do you call them? It's a beast. It's a red animal. Yep. Okay. But that will be after the fact that it builds. So that's not good. Okay. So, what do I want to do? I can gather that and I can destroy one. I can do it there, and maybe I can... 1 off. Okay, so it needs to be 1 off there. So that's 1 off. Right, let me see. And how about this one? Number of 1, 2. Okay, yeah, I could do that. Alright, I'm going to pick from the card track. I'm just going to choose Growth 3 or G3. I'm going to add a presence and gain 4 energy. So let's add a presence. It has to be 1 off where there is presence. So I might put that... here. Okay. Now I've got 2 cards to I've got four energy from G3. Now I look at my gain energy. I gain 1 energy, so I've got 5 energy. 5 energy. And I can do 2 cards. So what I'm going to do is I am going to. Do I have 5? I do. Okay, what I might do is play Sudden Ambush and Manifestation of Power and Glory. So 2 cost for that and 3 cost for that. Okay, let's see, does that show up there? No, it doesn't. No. Anyway, I should do a close-up down here. Anyway, so those are paid for. I've got nothing now. So I've got to put in the elements, right? So I've got that, and I've got 1 sun. Got 1 sun. I've got 2 fire, 2 air, and 1 animal. So the 1 animal here, I can trigger my innate power, Gather the Warriors, where I can gather up to 2 Dahan and push up to 1 Dahan. Okay, so let's see what we do. I might use the Sudden Ambush. The range is target land 1 away from presence, which is here. So I'm going to aim for this one, 1 away from that. I might gather 1. And each Dahan destroys. Maybe I'll bring that one across as well. Each Dahan destroys an explorer, so that guy's gone. And I move that presence across because a special rule for Thunderspeaker, ally of the Dahan, your presence may move with the Dahan. So whenever a Dahan moves from one of your lands to another land, you move 1 presence along with it. So that goes with it. Just did that there because that's got more range. Okay. So that takes care of that guy. This person here is going to build, but I've got some time yet. So I've got a slow power. I've got to wait. And that's it for the fast powers. Now we go to the invader phase. Nothing on the island. That's looking good. No fear. Ravage. Nothing happens. Build. We've got the jungle. No one in that one there. So no one builds. Over here we do build a town. And then we have 1 card. Sands. So we've got to add explorers. Explore into the sands. Okay, that's done. Now we advance these invader cards. Then we use our slow power, which is this. So I've got to manifestation of power and glory. What I'm going to do is this one. 1 fear. I can add 1 fear to the fear pool. And then it says each Dahan deals damage equal to the number of presence in the target land. So there's 1 presence here, so 1, 2. So they each deal 1 damage each. That's going to take out the town. Let's add another fear. Okay, so at least I control that. So that's done as well. Now time passes. And that then goes into the discard. Alright, we are back. Back to our start again. What do? I haven't got any. So the jungle is going to ravage. That's fine. That guy at the end, he's going to buy it. He's overrun by Dahan. Jungle, no one's there. The sands will build. So I could look at push up to 4. 1. They're going to build again. Unless I reclaim. Or I might then just add. They're going to build, but that's okay. I don't need the words of warning. Maybe I reclaim. I'm thinking. Let's reclaim. Let's see if I can deal with this. Okay, reclaim, I've got to get my cards back. Also, I gain 1 power card. So, I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, pick the minor power. Let's put the major up there, because I don't think I'm going to pick them. I'll pick the major one. Okay, so I've got 4 cards here. Let me pick one. What do I have here? Voracious Growth. Savage More Beasts. No. Quicken the Earth's struggles. 1 damage to each city or town, or defend 10. Interesting. Song of Sanctity. If target land has an explorer, won't have it for long. That won't do. Target land is jungle or wetland, and 1 damage. Oh, I need a sacred site for that though. All need sacred sites. I don't have any sacred sites. Well, I could do it for later. Let me see. I will get. Might get. Target land has that. Push all, otherwise remove 1 blight. Maybe I get the Song of Sanctity. That's 1. And then I get to pick another power card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something. Oops. Something Dahan centric would be good. Fiery Visions of Fiery Doom. Wow. Push 1. Okay, Rain of Blood. That's awesome. That requires a Lure of the Unknown. Potentially that as well. Rain of Blood. I might get the. I might get Visions of Fiery Doom. I can get some more fear. So let's do that. Okay, let's give that a go. I don't know how good or bad these cards are, so okay, then I just get the 1 energy. It's not much here, and I've got 2 cards again. So what am I going to play? So again, the build, I want to push them. Ravage is going to go. Okay, Visions of Fiery Doom. Don't need to defend. Push up. No, I've got you gather 1. You may gather 1. Oh yeah, I could do that and get. Let's do a sudden. Oh, I don't have enough for the ambush. Push 1. Okay, that's interesting. There's a lot to think about here. Push up to 4. One and push 1. If I can push 1 there, that's all I can do. Okay, then it's just gonna have to build. Okay, I'm gonna play Visions of Fiery Doom. What else have I got? Words of Warning. No. Visions of Fiery Doom. Jungle. Yeah, I can't do that. And Voice of Thunder. That won't let me. I need a. Words of Warning. Okay, well, I can't do any of my innate powers. Visions of Fiery Doom and Voice of Thunder. Okay, so I've only got the one, so I do have Moon and Fire, Sun and Air. That's not really going to get me anything. Alright. Reclaim the cards. Visions of Fiery Doom. I can just push one away. So what I might do... Oh. Can't actually play it because I haven't got any... Sorry, let me just take that back then. I can't play it. Let me just put Words of Warning then. My mistake. Words of Warning at least then. At least then I have an animal element and I can do something else. So yeah, one. Okay, it's got 2 sun, 2 air, and 1 animal. Okay, Words of Warning. I've got to target something. I can target that. I don't really need it for anything because it's not gonna really work. But what I'll do is exhaust it. I'm just going to use it for the animal, and I can gather 2 Dahan, and I can push 1. So yeah, that's in the slow power. Okay, so that's all I can do. All right. That's the end of the fast powers. Now, Invader phase, the island is all good still. We've got No Fear, then we've got Ravage. Nothing happens there. In the second one, up here, the Explorer hits for 1, but the Dahan hit him back for 4, so it's gone. Sands will build. So yep, that's where we get a town and a town. Okay, and then let's explore mountains. Get people. They start coming in. Okay. Alright. That's done. Then we advance these cards. Sands next. I've got to worry about that. Yep. Then we've got the slow powers, so I can gather. So one off. I can gather. This is the target. I can gather 1 there, or I can gather 2 in there. Gather 2 in there. I'll reuse my defense. I might have to. Do I need to reclaim again? Unless I do. 1, 2. No. Yeah, unless I do a reclaim again. Okay, so I can gather up to 2 Dahan. That will be 3. 1, 2. That. Gather up to 2 Dahan. Let me see. Gather up there. And then what else? I can push up to 4 Dahan. Gather up to 2. 1, 2. Push up to 4. Or I can just get 2. Okay. What do I want to do? They're going to Ravage next. And then what cards do I have? Oh, I can push 1. Gather 1. Okay, what I might do, gather up to 2. 1 if they gather up to 2. Push up 2. I can push 2 as well. Doesn't help. Okay. I might have to reclaim again. It's a bit of a hassle. Did I use 1? I used 1 as well. Okay. I think I used 1. Yeah. Okay. Just having a think about this. Okay, then let's just do it. I have to gather. Okay, I'm gonna have 1 blight. Let's gather. That goes a 2 and pushed. Oh, okay. Why don't I gather 1? See what we do here. I'm going to gather 2, so I'm going to use this as a target. I'm just going to gather 1, and then I can push 2 over there. So I've got 3. So I can push 2 Dahan per. I've got 2 Sun, so I can push 2 of them there. So they will take out 1.5. They will take out 1. Okay. And then for the Voice of Thunder, push up to 4. If the invaders are present, let's do the target land 1 off here. Let's put 2 fear, which actually gives us the first fear card. Okay, that is it for the slow powers. Time passes. Time passes. That goes there. Okay. Back to us. Yep. Time passes. Do I need to reclaim them again? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I start spreading stuff. 1, 4. Maybe I'll get 4 again. I've got 2 cards. 3. No. Maybe I'll get these 2. But I've only got then. That's a bit of a slow turn. Mountains will build. Okay. Oh. This is, unless I go for add just 1 presence and get 4. Maybe I'll go add just 1 presence. Let's take it from the bottom track. Add 1. I'm going to add it here. Add it up there. Okay, 1, and I get 4 money. Okay. It's going to take 1. Okay. Within 1. Okay. Okay, so then I've got 4. Alright, and then looking at the energy track, again another energy, so I've got to 5. Now let's see what we can do. I can get rid of that. Okay. Alright. Okay, so I don't have the defense. So I will lose. I will get some blight. Alright. I've got 5. So what I do, you may gather 1 and deal 1 damage. doesn't help. I won't use that. Push one away. That doesn't help. I've got each down equal to number. Okay. Set an ambush. You may gather one, and then I might get one. Okay. Maybe I'll play sudden ambush. Cost 2. And number of in your island. That's okay. Then I might jungle, push all. No, jungle or mountains. Song of Sanctity, otherwise remove. Okay, I might play Song of Sanctity. So that is cost of 3 all up in between those two. So 1, 2, 3. I'll use them. Okay. Now, fast powers. Fast powers. Okay. Sudden ambush. You gather 1. Okay, you gather 1. 1 away. So here's the target. I'm going to gather 1, and I'm going to bring my presence with me, and each Dahan destroys 1. So that guy is gone. So, yep, that Dahan is good. Alright, and that is it. Let's go to the invader phase. Oh, let me just see how much I've got here actually. I can do my gather the warriors next, which is good. Alright. Nothing happens in the island. The Blighted Island stage. A fee card, we have 1. Trade suffers. So invaders do not build in lands with great. With a city. That's perfect. Alright. So ravage. So this is going to ravage. It's more than 2, so blight goes on. It's going to hit for 2, 3. It's going to take off 1 Dahan. And that goes there. Now, with a sworn to victory, for each Dahan destroyed by invaders ravaging a land, destroy 1 of your presence within 1. After losing, yeah, if relevant, yep. So I'm going to lose this one. It sucks. Okay, but the Dahan fight back. They've got 3, and they can get rid of these 2. Get 1 fear because of the town. That's good. This one, unfortunately, will ravage. No Dahans were harmed. Build. This one says do not build in lands, and that doesn't build, which is perfect. Oh, sorry, let me just point. So building the mountains, that one doesn't build. It's got the city from trade suffers, and this one doesn't build. And then next one we have jungle. Come back. More jungle. Okay, all right. More jungle, more people in the jungle. All right, and then that advances. Slow powers now. Now I can gather 1 Dahan. 1 away. Where do I want to gather it? What card do I have? That card that deals 1 damage to the number of Dahan in your each deals damage equal to the number. Oh, if I get 2, could do that. Sand, yeah. Alright, I might gather sand. What I might do for my gather the warriors, I might gather this one Dahan in there to target land. Okay, and then I've got my Song of Sanctity, mountains and jungles. Target land has, oh yeah, push all, otherwise remove. Oh, okay. Push all, jungle, build. Okay, if target land has, push all of them. Let's just push them. This is the target land. Let's just push that out here. Okay, got 3 blight. Alright, that is it. Time passes. These go back up. Okay. Alright, now I am back here. What do I do? Mountains are going to ravage the jungles. Let's see, why don't I put 1 fear? I've got 2. I do have 2. Oh no, I don't. I've got 3. Okay. 4. What I could do is I've got to get the air. This one +1. Okay. Deal damage to that. Okay. Deal damage. Okay, manifestation. I don't know if I need it. Should I unlock a couple? Let's unlock. Let's do. I haven't got much coin, that's all. Okay, let's just do G2. Presence with Dahan. Okay, got to do presence with Dahan. Let's do air, the top one. Got to put that one there. That is just 1 away, and then I'm going to use the bottom track to do 1 with Dahan, 2 away. Let's put them down here, there. Okay, so I've got a bit more presence. Okay. Alright, so I do get 1 energy. Okay, and I do have 1 air already each time. I'm trying to get 4 so I can use those as fast powers. Alright, that will be next time. Alright, got a lot of ravage. I'm going to get another. Okay, that's not good. Okay, I'm going to lose the healthy island. Okay, so what am I going to do? 1, and then I get another 1. Fiery. I've only got 2 cards. Let's play. Is each equal to your number of? Let's see. Jungle. Build. 1, 2. 1. That will grab that one. In a bit of a bind here. Okay. Oh, don't even have an animal. That sucks. Okay, this is going to be hurtful. Okay, I'm just going to play the 1 card then. Visions of Fiery Doom, just cost of 1. So it builds. So where my spirit is, I'm just gonna so I'm gonna go for the jungle here with spirit. 0. I need to push 1. I need to push this one away. Let's go to there. Okay. I get to add 1 fear, and I'm not going to add another fear. That is it for me. Alright, let's just see what we do. Need to get another one. Okay. Blight, nothing happens. That was our fast powers. Fear, nothing happens. Ravage. Ravage, let's start with that. 1, so nothing happens. Here, this will get the blight. Bugger. And that flips over. A healthy island. Downward spiral at the start. Okay, 5. Got 5 blight. Got blighted. Okay. Got 5 of the blight. Alright. Okay, Ravage, let's go back. Ravage is 1, that's right, that Ravage is nothing. Build, nothing is building in the jungles. They're all good. And then we get our Explore is waterway. I keep on saying waterways, wetlands. Okay, so the wetlands have got a couple of explorers there. Alright, that advances. Slow powers, I don't have any. Time passes. Okay. Now, okay, let us, I've only got 1 card left, so let us reclaim. Let's get all our cards back. Plus 2 cards. So minor powers, let's pick 4 here. I need something good. Come on. What target has... Oh, that's pretty good. Encompassing ward. Call to isolation. That looks good as well. Call to isolation. I get to push 1 per... Yeah. Okay. Might get call to isolation. Now, and I've got another power card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what I get. Enticing Splendor. Gather 1. Enticing Splendor. 0. Oh, okay. Gather 1. Yep. Enticing Splendor is good. Although Gift of Living Energy is good as well. I like Enticing Splendor. Delusions of Danger. Push 1 or get 2 fear. Oh, that's pretty good as well. Push 1. Gather 1. I might go for Enticing Splendor. Okay. Alright. Okay, so gather energy, get another one, so up to 3, and I've got 3 cards. Yep, okay, let's see what we can do. I've got 3 cards to play, I've got 3 energy, a little bit more. So I like Call to Isolation. The target is one I can push 1 away. Yep, I can push 1 away. Call to Isolation. And Splendor. That's looking good. And then if I get 1, then I could do Sudden Ambush. 2-2-1, that's pretty good. Destroys Okay, alright, I think I'm going to go for this. Let's play all fast powers. Enticing Splendor, Call to Isolation, and Sudden Ambush. Sudden Ambush, cost of 2. So we have gained some sun, some air, and animal, and we do have a fire and animal, which is great. Okay, which is great. So I've made 4 air, which means that my innate powers can now be fast powers, which means I've got all fast powers here. So let's see what we can do. So I've got 4, so I can actually gather up to 4 Dahan and push up to 4 Dahan. So if I gather up to 4 Dahan, if I gather, okay, if I gather up to, I can gather up to 2, so this is 1 off a present, so I can go here, I can gather 2 here, and then push 2 to those areas. Yep, push them to those areas, and then I can gather 1, and each one destroys. Gather up to, yeah, and that's good. Oh, this is pretty good. You may gather 1 and you may destroy 1. So 2 and 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is for every 2, so I need to put 2 there. Gather up. So okay, I'm going to gather. This is the target. I'm going to gather up to 2. Actually, I can gather up to. This is the target. Yes. Let's gather up to 2. I'm going to gather 1 up there, and I'm going with the presents, 1 up there, so that becomes a sacred site. Gather up to 2. Put them together so you can see. Yep. So I gathered 2, and then I can push up to 2. I've got 2. I can push. I don't really need to push it. I want to keep them there. So I'm assuming I don't have to do that power. Okay. Then I will do gather up to 2. That's going to be... Okay, what I might do is... Okay, with Enticing Splendor, at a target area without any blight. No, it's surrounded by blight. I can gather up to 1 there. Or gather up to 2. I can gather up to 1. Okay, let's hold that for a sec. I can push. I have to push 1 with into target land. No, you may. Or my sudden ambush. I can. Oh, sudden ambush. You may gather 1. I won't gather 1. So my sudden ambush, 1 up to 1 away. I'm going to put that as a target. You may gather 1. Not going to gather 1. Each Dahan destroys 1. So that one's going to go. Sudden ambush. That takes him out. Okay. Alright. Then I'm going to go to my Lead the Furious Assault. It's my innate power. I've got 2 sun and 1 fire. So that I can, at a site, I can destroy 1 city or 1 town for every 2 Dahan. So I can destroy this Dahan, this town, gain another fear. So I got 3 there. So that's good. I've got those 2 done. I've got 2 more here. Ravage is fine. What do I want to do? Gather up 2. So I might gather up 2. Let's see. Might gather up 2. Why don't we gather up 2? We're going to move the Dahan here and here. Gather up. So enticing splendor is to gather up. Oh no, without. It has to be without blight. Okay. 0. It has to be without blight. So it can't be that one. Gather up 2. Mountain. Maybe gather 1 without blight. Oh, okay. So, I can't do that one. Okay. We'll gather up 2. Enticing Splendor. I can't really gather a town. It's got to be something with Enticing Splendor. Okay, well, how about Call to Isolation? Target is something with that. Push 1. No. Push 1 town. No, I don't want to do that. Or push 1. I might just push this. Okay, so Call to Isolation. I might just push this one. Just 1 there. Call to Isolation. And Enticing Splendor. I've got to gather 1 into a land without blight. Why don't then I just... Oh, I can't. It's going to build 2 still. Oh, why don't... I'm not going to move that there. Okay, let's just keep it as is. I'm pretty happy with the way things are. So I'm not going to start moving stuff around. I don't need to. Okay. So, those are the fast powers done. Now we've got the Blighted Island. At the start of each spirit destroys 1 of their presence. Okay, so that's 1 presence gone. Fear, nothing's there. Ravage, nothing. Now we've got Wetlands going to build. So nothing there. That builds a town. And then we get... I knew it was going to come up. Coastlands get the explorers. 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of explorers now. Let's advance this. Okay. Time passes. No slow powers and time passes. Okay. Back to us. What do we do now? I've got some cards. So the wetlands are going to ravage. Where is it? Defend 3. That's pretty good. But I need to figure out what I want to do first. I might... I might have to... Two and reclaim 1. Okay. I might have to do growth 2 again. So I've got to go with the where the Dahan is. So I'm going to use these two, one from each track. 2 away from presence with the Dahan. I guess the waterways, I'm going to put both on just because got sacred sites there. Yeah, just because the waterways, not the waterways, the wetlands are going to ravage. So let's do that. All right, so that unlocks, I've got 2 money there. I've got 3. I get to reclaim 1 from the I get to reclaim 1. Push. Coastlands are going to build. That sucks. Ravage. That's 3. Sun ambush may gather 1. I don't know. I've only got 3. I'm gonna have to get call to isolation. Let's just get that one. All right. Reclaimed. Okay. Let's see. I've got to get some. I could get fiery visions. Fiery visions. Let me see. If I do fiery visions, let's see. I've got to do a defend. A jungle or mountains. If target land has. Oh, Song of Sanctity would be good. Hasn't got him, so maybe I do that. The 3, I can get rid of. What do I have here? 2 and 1. I do 1. I've only got 1. Oh, okay, I can do that as a slow power. Okay. Okay. All right. Cost of 1 each. 1, 2, 3. All right. So that's all spent. All right. Let's go to our fast powers. Okay, fast powers. Let's see. 0. Okay, fast powers. Visions of Fiery Doom. I'm going to get 1 fear, which clicks a fear card. That's good. Then I get to push 1. I get to push 1 away. Coastal lands. Okay. Oh, visions. 1. Remove. Defend for 3. Okay. Push 1 away. Oh no. Okay. Defend for. Okay. Words of warning. I'm going to defend for 3 over. Could be over here. Defense for 3. Don't think I can get that one, so let's defend that one. And the Dahan attack at the same time, so it cancels each other out, which is good. Alright, so that's 1. Sorry, I've got to put this one still. I did push the 1 fear, and I've got to push 1 away now. In 1 away. Push 1 away. I might push this one away then over there. Is that right? Or maybe I should push. Maybe I'll. Got the sands, hey? got sands there. Let's push. Yeah, let's just push this guy away here. Okay. All right. Okay, that's it for the fast powers. Okay, Blighted Island. At the start of the invader phase, each spirit destroys one of their presence. Let's destroy this one then. One of them. Dang. Fear. At least we've got a fear card. This is Dahan on their guard. So in each land, defend 1 per Dahan. Oh, okay. Defend 1 per Dahan. So there'll be... Yeah, defend 1. Okay, defend 2. That's pretty good. Alright. Then we've got Ravage. This one doesn't Ravage on the wetlands. Explorer doesn't do anything. He does get killed by the Dahan. Over here, so in each land defend 1 per Dahan. So I'm defending 2, and they're going for 3. So just for 1, nothing happens there. But we have 4, so those guys go. So another one goes down there. Okay, coastal land builds. Nothing builds there. This one will get a town. This one will get a town. I don't know why I'm defending there. That was a bit silly. Anyway. During Ravage, yeah, that doesn't... That doesn't Ravage, yeah. It says here, during Ravage... Oh yeah, I should have just seen... What do I have here? I don't think I have enough... No, I do actually. And then... Actually, I have enough to do Lead the Furious Assault. Coastal lands builds. This one gets 2. Gets a town. But it says here, defense 3, during Ravage, Dahan in target land deal damage simultaneously with invaders. Okay, no, I'm assuming that doesn't occur. Yeah. Okay, that builds, and then we get explore sands. Okay. Explore sands. 1 there and 1 there. So let's advance these across. Okay. And then we've got the slow powers. Slow powers, I can actually deal damage here. Song of Sanctity. If 1 away from here, I'm gonna pick Song of Sanctity here. If target land has an explorer, push all, otherwise remove blight. So I'm going to remove the blight. That's good. Now I do have both, got 2. So I've got Gather the Warriors and Lead the Furious Assault. I can push 2, and I can push 2 as well. Okay, what I'm going to do is gather up. That's 1 off. So I'm going to, this side here, I'm going to gather 2 of them. Lead the Furious Assault, I can do that. And I will damage 1 town. Damage 1 town. Let's just damage... Yeah, let's just damage that one for every 2. Yep. So 1 more fear token goes up there. So I've got 2 there now. Okay, so those are the slow powers. Then time passes. Okay. All right. We're getting there, I think. Alright, so our turn again. We've got nothing here. What am I going to do? Get the fire. Again. Got 1, 2, 3. Okay, I might choose... Let's just go for it, shall we? Choose that. Yeah, okay. Let's choose G3. I'm going to add... where I'm going to go? Where am I going to go? I don't need the fire. I don't know, 3 as well. Maybe. Maybe I'll go at the bottom, and then I will just damage the number of inner presence. Yes, that's gonna build. Okay, that's cool. I might put this one. I might put the 1 presence over here. And then I get 4 energy. Let's do that. Okay, 4 energy. So I've got 3 cards I can use. Then I get another 2 energy. So I've got up to 6. Okay. Alright, now what am I gonna play? I guess I'm gonna play these 3 cards. Okay, so I'm gonna play Call to Isolation. Yep, which 1 sun, 1 air, 1 animal. Voice of Thunder, 1 sun, 1 air. And I'm going to play Manifestation of Power and Glory. So 1 sun, 1 fire, 1 air. So I've got 4, which means I can use my 2 innate powers as fast powers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do is lead the Furious Assault. So lead the Furious Assault on this portion here, because I've got enough here. I can damage a city for every 2 Dahan. I've got 2 there. Sorry, a town. So I'm going to damage a town. Add another fear. I've got 3 in the fear pool. And that's good. So that's gone. I can get rid of them. Push up to... Yeah, so gather up to... Do I need to gather? No. Ravage. I can gather. Let's just gather 1. Let's grab the Dahan in there. Yeah. Okay. Now I've got Call to Isolation. I've got to target those ones. I can push. 1 off. I can. Oh no, it needs to. It's okay. It's going to build. Coastal lands is going to ravage. Call to Isolation. Or push 1. No, okay, I'm not going to do any of that. I don't think that works. Alright, okay, let's go. Blighted Island, let's take 1 off the presence. Fear, nothing happens. Ravage, here we go. coastal lands. This will ravage 1 and it will cascade to there. This will ravage 1, take off presence, and it will cascade over here. So deal 3 damage. Oh no. Takes 1 of them off. And I've got to remove 1 again because I lost to Dahan. 1, 2, 3. That's, but they fight back. Gets 2 of those. Okay, Sands will build. Okay, they build 1 and 1. Okay, and then we have explore jungle and sands. Oh gosh, jungle and sands again. I need some more. Okay, I've only got. Okay, all right. Then we move these across. Then we get the slow powers. So push up to 4. I don't think I want to push up to 4. Okay, let's do this one first. Manifestation. So I'm going to add 1 fear token, which gives us another fear. So we change the terror now. So only towns and cities to win. Okay. So manifestation of power and glory. Target land. Let's target the one with a lot. This one here. Each Dahan deals damage equal to the number of, so they deal 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. It's another fear goes down, so I've got another 1 fear there. Okay, so that's manifestation. Voice of Thunder, push up to 4. Where am I going to push that to? That's fine where it is. I just need, that one's going to go again. That's going to cascade. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Push up to 4. Okay, maybe I just get the 2 fear. Okay, that's it. And time passes. That heals up. Okay, I'm in trouble here. I just need to get rid of those. How do I do that? Did I pay for those? I did. Court isolate. I think I paid 3, right? Should take 3 off. So I still have 3 left. Okay, it's now our turn. I am definitely going to have to reclaim the cards. Let's do that. Let's gain minor powers. Hopefully I can get something here. Defend for 1. If it's no. Oh, I could do that. Defend for 4. Oh, I could do that. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. I'll get drift down into slumber. I can actually defend my sand. 1, 2, 3, 4. My sand down there. Now I need to see if I can destroy that. Drought. That's pretty good. Destroy. Oh, that is pretty good. Do I have, and I've got all 3, so I can, yep. If you have destroy 1. Okay. Defend, take 2, okay. Gift of constancy. Call to bloodshed, 1 damage per Dahan. We'll gather up to 3 Dahan. up to 3. Okay, no, I like the drought. Let's get the drought. Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've got lots of cards. I get another 2 presents up to 5. Let's see if we can do this. I just got to destroy those 3. Okay, I can do that, right? For every 2. Damn. Push up to 4. Got to do 3. Oh, and I can reclaim one. That's fine. Okay, so we've got air. All right. Push 1. Push 1. So let's see. If I play drought, definitely need to play drought. I've got to gather 2, and I can gather 2. Yeah. Oh, I could get this. Gather 2. I've got I've only got 3. 1, 2, 3. Defend. 1, 2, 3. No, I can't do that. Okay, hang on. Defend. 1. No. Defend 3. If I defend 3, defend takes 1 damage. That's fine. Then hits for 2. Okay, can do that. Then I've got to get those. How do I get those? Gather up 2 and then push 2. Oh yeah, gather up 2, push 2. Potentially 3. That's going to cascade. No. No. Okay. Let's see. This is a really serious stuff. 2 and 1. Could survive. Defend 3. 1, 2, 3 takes 1 damage. Takes 2. That's done. Yep. That's done. And then how do I get that one done? Then I need to. Yeah, I could do that. Potentially. Push 1. Push 1. Let's say 4, 3. Do I get 1, 2? No, can't do that. 2 and 1. Already got that. I can do another fear. And then push 1. Ravage. That's fine. It's fine. I don't need to. I could do these 3. What if I do sudden ambush? You may gather 1. Each Dahan destroys. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's any. Oh, okay. This is. Ugh. This is pretty hard. Otherwise, what can I do? I can. But there's no point in doing that. Oh yeah, I can gather 1. Push 2 there. Yeah, that doesn't help. Okay, I could. Okay, defend. I do drought. And I've got 3 of them, right? I need 3 of them. And then call isolation. Call to isolation. Okay, try that. Push. One. No, not call to isolation. I need Voice of Thunder. What else I got? Enticing Splendor. I can't do that. Gather up to 2. No. Drift down. Sands defend 1. Do that. Up to 2 away. Target is defend 4. That's pretty good. This is defend 3. I need to get that. How do I need to defend. I defend for 3 there. Defend 3 there. Oh no, I need to. Maybe if I don't do drought, maybe if I do defend, and I need a one with fire. Do manifest? No, it doesn't. Then I do a drought. Voice of Thunder. No, that won't work. Oh no, this is hard. I need 1, 2, 3. 1 mind 4. I need one with all 3 of them. This one. Manifest. Does that work? 3, 2, 1. Yes. Defend 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And defend 3. Oh no. Defend 4. Instead defend 4. Oh, I can gather. Right. I can gather and push. I can gather 1 and push 2. Defend for 4. Gather 1 and push. Defend for 4. 3, 4. Yeah, I could do that. Okay. Okay. I'll have to be this one. Alright, I'm going to do words of, words of warning, drift down into slumber, manifestation of power and glory. Okay, that costs 3 and 1. Let's do that. Okay, alright. Now, let me just tally up my elements. And then that one, and that one. Okay, so I've got 4 air, which I can trigger my 2 and 8 powers as fast powers. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to drift down into slumber, target 2 away, which is this one. Target 2 away from my presence, this one. If the land is, oh crap, no, oh no, okay, 1, 2, it's 4, oh that's crap, I thought that was for mountains, no, okay, that's 4. Can I push anyone away? Oh no, that's 3. Oh no, 2 away, I can do that. 3. Okay, alright. My gather the warriors. I can use this. I've got 4, so I can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move 2 Dahan. Hang on, what have I done? Gather, oh no. Gather the what? Oh, gather. I can only 1 away. Oh no, that's not good. Oh yeah, I can gather 1 away there. Is that right? Gather up to 1. Gather up to 4 Dahan per you have, and push up to 4 Dahan. So I can't. That's 1 away from my target. Is to push anyone. Oh, this is my target. I can gather it, and I can push. Yeah, from here. So I'm going to push 2 over here. Okay. Maybe I even do 3. Should I do 3? Maybe I should do 3. Because nothing's going to happen there. So let's push 3 plus the presence over there. So I can push, I can gather 3 there and then push 3 across. Okay. Then I am going to use my Lead the Furious Assault, and then I can destroy 1 town for every 2 Dahan. So I've got 2 Dahan there. Let's do 1 town. That is off. That will click over the last of the fear. So that will, I'll get another one there. Okay, that's good. All right. Drift down into slumber. That is this. Drift down into slumber, 2 away from presence. I'm going to pick this land. Because it is sands, I defend for 4, which is great. Okay, and for words of warning, 1 away, this one here, I can defend for 3. Oh, is that enough? That's not. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, and it's and they attack simultaneously with defenders. So defend for 3. So 2. Yeah, I should have enough to stop them. They don't go first. I don't go first. It just cancels. Okay, I think that's it. I think I'm okay. I think. All right. That's a fast powers. Then let's go to Blighted Island. Let's take 1 presence off. Let's go the fear cards. We've got 2 of them. Now, remember, I just have to get rid of the buildings, the towns, and I'm sweet. So we're up to terror level 2. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan. Yep. 1 damage per Dahan there. Oh, wow. 1, 2. Okay, great. 1, 2, 3. So let's get rid of that. That's fantastic. All right. So that adds 2 fear. And we got rid of a city. Dahan raid. Fantastic. Next one. Invaders do not build in lands where Dahan outnumber towns or cities. Okay, that's fine. All right. So fear. Then we got ravage. So ravage is this one. I defend for 4. Defend for 4 there. So nothing happens, but then the Dahan will hit 2 and get rid of the town. And then I think that's it. Oh gosh, I think that was it. Apologies for all the thinking, but I think that's a win. Victory condition. We got rid of the cities and towns. Whew. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry for the long silence, just a lot of thinking here. But that was fantastic. That was fantastic. Yeah, and then look, if I do the slow powers after that, oh, it doesn't even matter. Anyway, I've won. I'm happy. Anyway, thanks for watching, as always. Hope you catch you next time. I might play something, I will play something else. Looking at maybe Marvel Legendary. I've got my White Whale, which was the Civil War box, so I might use that. Until then, happy gaming. Catch you later.